I'm going to show you how to generate unlimited concept art locally. And this is going to work on AMD, Intel, and NVIDIA. And specifically, I started using it because using raw ComfyUI was a pain. And if you're using AMD, I know how painful it can be having conflicts with your dependencies and different models. This one is going to work universally for you. So the way that we're going to do it is we're going to use Stability AI. A quick example, here I was just thinking, hey, I want concept art for a cave during winter time, and this is what it generated for me. This helps get me out of writer's block or creative block, and I get to think about things. I've also provided a step-by-step written guide of how to do it. And then at the end, there is going to be the file that you can download. You'll get the stability metrics zip file. It's a pretty small file. It's only about 135 megabytes. It may do a quick update after, but it's ready to go right after. I highly recommend you get this folder and you cut it and place it somewhere you want it. I currently have mine on the desktop because once you click on Stability Metrics exe for the first time, it's going to create another folder called data that is going to hold all your models and also different images that you generate. You should also probably have at least 20 to 50 gigabytes worth of hard drive space, which is not too much. That's the size of a modern game. I think it's worth it to have. Once you're done with that, head over to packages inside of Stability Metrics. Go down to the bottom area, click on add package, and then there's going to be a couple of different packages. Now, the one you want is going to be ComfyUI. Make sure to get it. Once you get it, you're going to have it accessible on your PC. It shouldn't take too long to get ComfyUI up and running. And once ComfyUI is downloaded and running, simply click on launch. After that, it's going to go through a quick process to launch and set up the ComfyUI on your PC. The first time you do this, it will let you select and choose your graphics card and such. That's all for compatibility. The reason why I like using Stability Metrics is because it stops all the headache from dealing with all the different packages that you have to manage. You don't want to be managing packages, you want to be managing and developing your game. Once ComfyUI is fully running, you head over to Image Lab. Now in Image Lab, basically click on New Conversation. I recommend you're going to be selecting a model. I recommend you select Flux 2 Clean. Gemini Nano Banana is online and Qwen Image Edit is slower. So this is up to you, but I recommend Flux 2 Clean. Once that's done and it's connected over here, it's going to request to download Flux. It's a very simple model to download. It's not too large, about 20 gigabytes with everything. It will show up in activity, and within the time it takes to download, you will now be able to start generating images. And to generate the image is actually pretty simple. You head down to the text and let me try a different region. So show me concept art, a forest in a temperate region. Just that. That's like a super simple prompt that you can use. You can have your prompts as complex or as simple as you want, and it will generate all of it. Rather, it will do all of the work locally. And we're done. So it has generated for us some pretty basic concept art for a temperate forest. And you can think, okay, how do I model this? I can use Unreal Engine's tree system if I want it to look like this, or you want it to look like something else. Now, another thing to keep in mind is I have mine set to custom, but you can set it up as a basic square format. The larger the format, the longer it's going to take to generate. The steps, I recommend 4 and 1 for simplicity, but you can go up to 20 steps and 5 on the CFG quite comfortably. For example, with this, you can make another change after those edits. And this time, I'll say add more varieties of trees and include poison berries. And then I'm going to let it cook. So just the simple prompt of add more variety of trees, include poison berries. We go from this as basic concept to this as basic concept. So it's a little thing now. I'm thinking, okay, how do I model this? I could have a couple of tree structures, add them in. It's basic stuff. Be careful with these tools. Don't over rely on them. But sometimes instead of sitting down and thinking and thinking and thinking, create something visual, get it working on your PC, and then start from there with the creative work. Once you're done with everything, go into packages and stop ComfyUI. And yeah, that should clear up your VRAM. And yeah, keep developing. Otherwise, have a good week ahead.